So you're a new intermittent faster and you want to know what can I have while I'm fasting, and that's what this video is all about. First of all, I want to share with you and encourage that I'm sharing from a personal standpoint. I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a dietitian, I've done no research, I've read a lot of books, and I've fasted for 3 years. That's my point of view, and I just want you to know that coming in. Many people fast different ways. This is how I find success, how I encourage others, but I'm not saying my way is the only way. It's just the way that works great for me and that I love to share. I first read Fast, Feast, Repeat in June 2020, and that is the book that catapulted me into this clean fasting journey. So I'm going to share with you what I have while I'm fasting, and it's all based on reading that book to begin with. First off, I drink black coffee. No flavors, no additions. Even if it's a 0-calorie sweetener, I don't do it. I don't have cream, cinnamon. I'm trying to think of all the things people ask. None of it. A whole coffee bean without flavors, ground up and brewed. I love black coffee. It is my literal favorite drink. I have it all year round in the hot version. It's my absolute favorite. On the very same note, I do iced coffee. I could have that year round in my fast. However, I only drink it when it's hot out, personal preference, but iced coffee certainly is doable. Same with cold brew. It doesn't really matter the preparation so much as the ingredients. If it's only a whole coffee bean without flavor oils or preservatives or additions added to it, you're good to go. Next up is tea. You kind of approach it the same way. No flavors, no additions. You don't want honey, vanilla, chamomile, but plain green tea or black tea is good to go, but you don't want to add the honey. You don't want to add a 0-calorie sweetener, no stevia, no lemon juice, plain tea. And the same goes. You can have it hot, which I prefer not to drink. I just don't like it. Or you can have it iced. I absolutely love iced tea. It's very refreshing and I drink it pretty much all summer long. Okay, so here's a difference that you can see. Here's coffee beans that I would drink while I'm fasting. 100% Arabica coffee. And here is 100% Arabica coffee with natural and artificial flavors. This one is flavored. I would not drink this even though it's black. It has flavorings. This one does not have flavorings and I would drink it. The cool thing is if you want maple bourbon coffee, have it in your eating window. Okay, so this one's pretty obvious. This one's just green tea. That's the only ingredient. This is Sleepy Time Kids tea. I probably should throw this away. I don't even know when it expired. November 1st of 2016. Yeah, that's old. Chamomile, natural grape flavor, other natural flavors, lemongrass, tilia flower, spearmint, natural sweetener. All of that is in flavored tea. And again, if you like it and you have it in your eating window, absolutely. But I would not have it while I'm fasting. Just this. Or any natural tea only. Before I continue telling you about the things that I have while I'm fasting, I want to tell you about our sponsor, Element. Element is a science-backed electrolyte formula. It has 1,000 milligrams sodium, 60 milligrams magnesium, and 200 milligrams potassium. Together, that helps everyday people like me stay recharged, refueled, all the way up to Olympic athletes who use this. Element is made without sugar, dodgy ingredients. It's just filled with the minerals that you need to stay feeling good and hydrated. I love to use the raw, unflavored while I'm fasting. This is what I like to add to iced tea, iced coffee, or iced water. Otherwise, I absolutely love to have their flavors, but I save those for my eating window. Right now, Element is offering my listeners a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single-serve packets free with any Element order. This is a great way to try all 8 flavors or to share Element with a salty friend. Get yours at drinkelement.com/fastingfoodie. That's DRINKLMNT.com/fastingfoodie. Here is my personal Element stash, and I'd really like to thank them for sponsoring this video. Now back to what I drink while I'm fasting. One of my absolute favorite hacks for being a clean faster is the Panera Sips Club. They don't know I exist. I'm just sharing this with you guys. It's not sponsored by them, obviously, but I constantly go to Panera for my hot, light brew coffee. I go there for their iced coffee and I go there for their iced tea, and I have all of that in my fasting window. I live so close to a Panera, so my low flat $10 to $12 a month price gets me beverages all the time. I take in my refill mugs. You guys see that in my what I eat in a day, in my little shorts sharing what I eat. I drink a lot of Panera and it's all coffee beans, no preservatives, no flavors, really, really great. And it's like an awesome hack to get iced tea, iced coffee, and black coffee. They even have decaf. I get that in the evening. I absolutely love it. And then in the eating window, they also have all of the fountain beverages. They have sweeteners you can add, or the cream if you want to add that kind of stuff in your eating window. It's all available, and it's literally, I feel like it's a hack for intermittent fasters. I'm in there so much that I know a lot of the people on a first name basis, but I go there for my light blend coffee, their decaf coffee, the iced tea all the time. It's a little hack. It's very inexpensive if you go there all the time like I do. They let me bring my refill mug so I don't waste a ton of plastic. Absolutely love having them on my fast. And the really cool thing is, if I have my raw unflavored element, I love to add it to Panera's iced coffee or their iced tea. It's the perfect way to blend the raw unflavored in my opinion, and that was actually based on subscriber suggestions. Iced tea or iced coffee, mix the raw in there, and that's my favorite way to take it if I have element while I'm fasting. On top of drinking plain coffee or plain tea, whether it's hot or iced, I absolutely love to drink water. I personally prefer to drink water iced. I like to keep a tumbler with me with iced water all day, and then I'd like to refill it when it's cold and refreshing. I just really enjoy it. However, my other absolute favorite is having Bellevue sparkling waters. These are from Aldi, it's a liter, but there are so many different types of sparkling waters that you can have, and it's fine to add the minerals. So Topo Chico has mineral or even mineral water. It's the same as like the Element where they have the natural minerals added to it. That's not gonna make you feel like you're eating. So basically those are the three things that I have. Coffee, unflavored, no additions. Tea, unflavored, no additions. Water, unflavored, no additions. It doesn't really matter if it's hot or if it's cold. It's really your preference. And the thing that I really like is having a variety of drinks. I'm often around the house with a tumbler of water, an iced tea, and a hot cup of coffee. I like to have options. Having the variety makes it easier as I'm fasting, or maybe I only have iced tea and iced water, and then when I get to like a boredom point where maybe in the past I would have had a snack, I'll make a fresh cup of coffee. I like to rotate, have lots of different drinks during my fast, and it keeps it interesting. I got all of this from Fast Feast Repeat when I first started fasting, and she talks about the importance of a clean fast. She gives a lot of great details, and I highly recommend that you read that book. I'm not a scientist. I don't have like the data to back me up to say, but I do have the experience. So I have tested drinking Diet Coke or drinking lemon in my water, and maybe on a continuous glucose monitor or my ketones, it actually really didn't show a difference. But physically, I feel better and I'm able to fast easier and longer without those additions. I personally find that I'm much more able to get my longer fast, to get between eating windows happily when I don't have flavors in my fasting window. If I have a Diet Coke while I'm fasting, when I've tested it, I feel like I'm gonna eat and then I'm hungry. It makes me want to eat. It makes it harder to fast. So aside from coffee, tea, and water, plain, you might be wondering, Jackie, how can I get through the day without my favorite latte? Or you don't understand how much I love insert whatever drink that you love. Here's the amazing thing. When you get to your eating window, you can have whatever you want. That is up to you to decide how to structure and what to include in your eating window. I personally go bare bones on the fast so that I can really enjoy the eating window. Long fasts that are clean really allow me to be successful with intermittent fasting. And then I get to my eating window and the sky is my limit. All the options are available to me. I have done things like add Element to pineapple orange juice and it's delicious. Or I have alcoholic beverages, I'll have soda, I'll have iced lattes. If I want it, I have it in my eating window. It isn't the same as it used to be. I don't wake up and make a latte like I used to do for myself. But you know what? My rituals have changed. I still can enjoy my favorite drinks. I just put them in my eating window. The cool thing is, I no longer crave soda or having a hot latte. I actually really love the ritual of my warm cup of coffee in the morning. That's what I want the most because my habits are that. I spend most of my day having the coffee, water, tea. All of the things that used to be hard to not have while fasting are super simple because not only can I have them in the eating window, but I'm so used to not drinking them on a regular basis, they're not front of mind. It's not something I obsess about. Now, when I go to my favorite Mexican restaurant on my birthday, will I have a margarita? Absolutely. Will I feel bad about it? Not at all. Because I have it in my eating window. Does that mean that every eating window has all of these high calorie, sugary beverages? No. But honestly, if I wanted them every single eating window, I probably would, because the clean, simple fast allows me to have enjoyable eating windows. I keep it very simple. If I want a certain type of beverage, it can just go in the eating window. One thing that I've heard from people that I think is really cool, if they were used to having a hot cup of creamy, sweet latte or a coffee drink of some version or cream tea, they'll open their eating window with that. No, it's no longer what they have when they first wake up in the morning, it's how they break their fast. And I think that's an awesome ritual. Then it will become something to look forward to. It's fun to fast when you break your window with something that you really enjoy, like maybe a latte. Another question that I get often is, Jackie, you say you clean fast. I know I read that in Fast, Feast, Repeat, but why does XYZ do it differently? And I'm gonna be 100% upfront. Do I think that you could lose weight while you have diet beverages, or if you put 0-calorie sweetener in your beverage? Probably. I personally haven't done it that way. That's why I don't speak on it. But the other thing is, how I employ intermittent fasting, how I find success isn't going to be the exact same way other people do. It's just not what I have experience to talk on though. And the thing is, in my own personal experience, when I do test the 0-calorie sweeteners, or I test the diet beverages, or even the flavored sparkling waters, I have a harder time getting to my eating window. I don't want to do anything that makes fasting harder. Because I spend so much time in a fasted state, I purposely choose to make it easy. And not having the flavors means I'm not going to make my body think it's about to eat. When I make my body think it's going to eat with flavors, insulin is released, and that insulin is waiting for food to digest, which can make me feel hungry. I may have butchered that scientific explanation, but that's how I understand it. Again, read Fast, Feast, Repeat. It really explains the importance of a clean fast in there. And based on my 3 years of experience, I do think it's important, and I think it makes a difference in getting through my fast happily. So I explained to you what I drink while I'm fasting. And if you want to see me go through the store and show you what I would buy versus what I wouldn't buy, you can check out this video right here. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao, donna, ciao.